Hello students, today we are going to take the topic law of conservation of energy. Now let us recall certain examples in our day-to-day life. You have heard about photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, the light energy is converted into chemical energy. When we rub our hand like this, the mechanical energy gets converted into heat energy. The water is stored in the dam. Water is having potential energy. When the water is released, the potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy. So these are the transformation. These are the transformation that the energy transform from one form to the another form. But energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form to the another form, and the total energy before and after the transformation remains the same. And this is known as law of conservation of energy. Now you can see energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form or converted from one form to the another form, and the total energy before and after the transformation remains the same. Now let us take an example. If we drop an object at a certain height and it has a potential energy of 1000 joule, so when it comes down, it will, due to decrease in the height, its potential energy will start decreasing. But since we have released the object will gain certain velocity, and the velocity will increase, so its kinetic energy will increase. Now let us see what is the transformation taking place here by taking the example of potential and kinetic energy. If the object is at rest at this position, so the kinetic energy is 0 and the potential energy is 1000 joule. Let us consider it as 1000 joule, and when we add both of them, so 1000 plus 0, the total mechanical energy, which is the sum of potential and kinetic energy, is 1000 joule. So as it comes down, its potential energy will decrease, and let us say it will be 800 joule. So this loss, or you can say the reduction in the potential energy, gets converted into kinetic energy, and so you can see the reduction is 200 joule and it is converted into kinetic energy. And total, if you see the total energy, so 800 plus 200, that again amounts to 1000 joule. As it goes down, it becomes the kinetic energy again decreases, and 600, and the kinetic energy increases. And when we are adding in all the cases, you can say 400 plus 600, that will become 1000 joule. 200 plus 800, that is also 1000 joule. So when it just touches the ground, the potential energy will become 0 and the kinetic energy is 1000 joule, and if we add them, we can see that again it is 1000 joule. So now you can see here the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to the another form. So the potential energy of the object is getting converted into kinetic energy, and the total energy before and after the transformation, now see, before and after the transformation in all the cases is 1000 joule. This is known as law of conservation of energy. Now let us verify the law of conservation of energy for a freely falling object. Now let us consider an object is at height h at A, and it is dropped from there so that its potential energy starts decreasing and its kinetic energy starts increasing. And let us see the total mechanical energy on all the three cases: at A, that is at the top; at B, somewhere between A and C; and at C, that is on the ground. So now let us take first case, that is at A. At A, the potential energy of the object, potential energy is equals to mgh, because it is at height h, so the potential energy is mgh, and the kinetic energy is equals to half mu square, and the initial velocity is at rest here, so it is 0, so half m into 0 square, and that is equals to 0. So now let us take the total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy, and that is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy is mgh and kinetic energy is 0, so if we add this, it will become mgh. Now let us, the object is dropped and it reaches a distance, it covers a distance x and reaches at B. And let us calculate the potential energy as well as kinetic energy here. At B, the potential energy will be equals to mg, and in this case the height of B above the ground will be equals to h minus x, because the total height is h, and out of that this x distance is covered, so the remaining distance, that is the remaining height, will be h minus x. So the height in this case will be equals to h minus x, so it becomes mgh minus mgx. So this is the potential energy. Now to calculate the kinetic energy, we need the velocity of the object at B. For that we will use the third equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equals to 2as. V square minus u square, initial velocity of the object was 0, so it is 0, is equals to 2, and a, since the acceleration is due to the gravity, that will be equals to acceleration due to gravity denoted by g, and the distance travel is from here to here, that is x, so that is equals to x. So v square is equals to 2gx. So now we will calculate the kinetic energy. We know the kinetic energy, the formula is half mv square. So half mv square. V square is how much? That is equals to 2gx. So this will cancel. So it will become mgx. Now the potential energy we have calculated is mgh minus mgx, and the kinetic energy is mgx. So now we will calculate the total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy, that is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy is mgh minus mgx, and the kinetic energy is mgx. So this will cancel. So the total mechanical energy is mgh. Earlier also the total mechanical energy was mgh, and now also it is mgs. So you can see that it is conserved here. Now let us see at the point C. So at C, the potential energy is equals to mgh, and h is how much here in this case? It is at the ground, so height is 0, so it is 0, so the potential energy is 0 here. Now we again use v square minus u square equals to 2as. So v square minus initial velocity was 0, 2, and acceleration is, since it is due to gravity, so therefore it is g, and the distance traveled is from here to here, that means the whole height is being covered, so it will become h. So v square is equals to 2gh. Now calculate the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equals to half mv square. So half mv square. V square is how much? 2gh. So this will cancel. So that is equals to mgh. Now we will calculate the total mechanical energy. So total mechanical energy, and that is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Now in the potential energy we have calculated, that is 0, and the kinetic energy we have calculated is mgh. So we'll add both of them, so we'll get mgh. So now in all the three cases we can see at A also the total mechanical energy is mgh, and at B also total mechanical energy is mgh, and C also the total mechanical energy is mgh. So here the total energy before and after the transformation remains the same. So this proves the law of conservation of energy. Now let us solve one numerical based on law of conservation of energy. An object of mass 40 kg is raised to a height 5 meter above the ground. What is its potential energy? If the object is allowed to fall, find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. First, let us see what is given in the question. Mass is 40 kg, height is 5 meter, acceleration due to gravity will take 9.8 meter per second square. So now let us find potential energy, that is equals to mgh, that is mass is 40 into 5, g is 9.8 into 5. So let us solve this. This is 1960 joule. So the potential energy of the object is 1960 joule. If the object is allowed to fall, now see, this is, let's say this is 5 meter. So when it is allowed to fall and this is a half, that is halfway down. So this distance is 2.5 meter. Okay. Now we'll find the potential energy halfway down. Halfway down, that means the height will be 2.5 meter. So in that case, it will be mgh, that is 40 into 9.8 into 2.5. So that will be equals to 980 joule. So the potential energy halfway down is 980 joule. That means the energy which is earlier it was having the potential energy 1960 joule here, and now here it is having potential energy 980 joule. That means here the reduction in potential energy will get converted into kinetic energy. So kinetic energy halfway down will be, kinetic energy halfway down will be equals to 1960 minus 980 joule, and that is equals to 980 joule. So according to the law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to the another form. So the potential energy which was 1960 joule here is reduced to 980 joule, and it is converted into kinetic energy. So 1960 minus 980 joule is 980 joule. So the kinetic energy halfway down is 980 joule.